up, good people? Welcome to another episode of the 710 of Slickville show. I am your host, Jay Brown, a.k.a. Mr. 710, and we are back with one more time in these streets. Now, look, I know it's looking a little different. Erica couldn't make it, Sway couldn't make it. It's all good. We still going to make it do what it do. As you can see, I have a guest here, and her name, I was saying it wrong last week. Go ahead and tell everybody how you say your name.
Deliqua.
Deliqua. That is Deliqua.
Correct.
I'm going to ask you a little bit about that a little bit later. But what's
fine.
Going on, everybody in the chat room? You doing all right today?
Yeah, I'm great. How are you?
I'm doing good. I'm good. She said she's a little nervous, so chat room, please take it easy on her just a little bit. Like you all know how we do. This is an interactive show, so like, share, comment, call in if you have any questions. 470-251-4343. What's going on, Pops? And like I said, guys, if you hadn't shared this feed, go ahead and share the feed. Go ahead and flood this chat room with questions and comments and heart faces and smiles and laughs and all that other good stuff. Because this is how we get down out here. I'm excited about this show. We've been talking about having her come on for a long time. We finally was able to make it happen. A lot of that's my fault. But we here now.
We here.
And so on today's show, since last week is usually us just doing a recap of some of the interesting things that's happened to us since last week. Then we're gonna interview Deliqua. I still be wanting to call her Deliqua.
Everybody does. Everybody.
Go ahead with Deliqua. And then if we got some time, we're gonna talk about some Thanksgiving etiquette, since that is right around the corner. And a lot of people are reckless with their Thanksgiving situations. But like I said, what's up to everybody in the chat room, both Instagrams.
Yes.
And also, shout out to everybody in the Facebook chat room. Like I said, guys, if you hadn't shared this feed, I'm going to go ahead and share it again. I want you guys to share it. Don't be a hater, because this is going to be a good show. All right. So, since last week, has anything happened to you exciting since last week? Interesting, anything?
Last week? No.
Oh,
no.
Don't worry about it. I got two stories on deck.
No.
And so, since last week, like I told everybody, I just recently became a foster parent, right?
Oh.
And yeah, and so I'm getting all of these kids' stories now because, like I said, they're 4 and 6. Got 2 little kids, and I just microwave my family situation. Yeah.
Oh, yes, you did.
Yeah. These new kids different.
They look different.
These new kids, I don't know what happened, but the new kids different. That's gonna be my story, and I'm sticking to it. But when the kids tried to play me this weekend, and I took him to Walmart. And he had to tell me how much he loved everything that he saw in Walmart. Like, oh my gosh, I love this candy right here, and I just really, really love this these Super Mario Brother house shoes, and this Pokemon, these pajamas are so, I love these. You probably not gonna get them for me, are you? And I'm like,
he played it.
Like, no, I ain't gonna get it for you. So he loved everything in the store, 100% of the things in the store. And so when we left, like this weekend, it was nice. It was nice. It was a great temperature.
Yes, it was.
This fool gets in the car and it closes his eyes and it's like, it is so hot, Mr. Jason. Is there any way that you can go in this store and give me a popsicle to cool me down? First of all, no. Second of all, I'm not going in the gas station. He was like, but that's the only thing that's gonna cool me down is if I had a popsicle.
Oh, he tried it.
Or ice cream. I was like, dang, boy. So what about, I said, I get you a cup of ice. How about that? Oh, that's not going to work. I was like, well, are you feeling sick? Are you feeling like you about to die? He was like, oh, yes. I don't think I'm gonna make it. I was like, well, first off, you can take your jacket off and I'll roll these windows down, and then that'll be fine. Then you'll be all right. He was like, yeah, he tried it.
Oh.
He tried it, and now that one, I'm talking about, he went all out, and I was just like, man, you really? So that's the only thing. So I'm going along with it. And he just going along with it too. Like, I show you another gas station on our way home. I saw one when we came. And I was like, no. You don't have to show me.
How old is he?
He's 6. And when I tell you he tried it, he really tried it. I was really tripping that he went for it so rough. He went for it so rough.
Just the beginning.
Oh God.
Just the beginning. You have to get him a check real early. If not, we.
Yeah, him and his sister, they.
Oh, it's a boy and a girl.
Yeah, they be doing a lot of snitching out here in these streets.
Okay, and they're 6 and 4.
Yeah.
Okay, that's my kids were almost 3 years apart.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, but they grown now.
They grown.
They grown now. I'm a grandma now, so they real grown.
What?
Yes, they real grown.
You say you're a grandma for real?
Yeah.
Oh, grandma's getting younger and younger these
Yes,
days in
we
these
are.
streets. That's what I'm talking about. Hey, Mailman Moby in the chat room says you got an Angelina Jolie and a Brad Pitt over there. You probably so.
That's what it sound like.
Yeah, it'd be inappropriate because they married now. But yeah, I know what you're saying. Oh, they was. But look, also, since last week, and this is the part I wasn't really sure how to go ahead and present this. Shout out to the homie that just jumped into the chat room. I went to a sex show this weekend.
Oh my God.
Now, it wasn't porn,
But
it wasn't PG-13 either.
okay.
And when I tell you, he said, "Grandma's still going to the club." Shout on you. Yeah, I'm telling you, chat room gets it in. So yeah, back to the sex show. So the sex show, it had it labeled as like a comedy, poetry, sex show. And so I'm like, okay, I get some comedy, I get some poetry, and whatever else takes place. I did look at the like my wife and her friend came up with this idea for our date night. Now when I tell you it was different, but it was definitely interesting.
It should have been good though.
The poetry was great.
Okay.
Somebody in here said gilf. I'm sorry.
Gift?
Gilf.
What do it mean?
Grandma, I'd like to.
Oh. Hey.
They said, Grandma. Hey, that's the chat room for you. Yeah. So this, all right. One thing that happened in this situation was, I found myself having a hard time being an adult.
Why?
Because stuff gets funny to me. Like when I see something and I try to understand what the object of it is. All right, I figured it out. Y'all out here trying to turn folks out.
Basically.
And once I see that and it's not working on me, now everything becomes funny. But one thing it did do was it for anybody who thought they was a freak. Yeah, all that got humble right there. They was on some next level,
on some other stuff,
different stuff. And
wow.
Like I saw a woman get hit in the forehead with a stick, and that was the funniest thing I had ever seen in my life. That man, yeah, he had it's like a kendo stick. It's probably about that long, and he rubbed it on her forehead, and then, bah! I was like, he just hit this.
And what did she do?
Oh, she just laid there.
Oh no.
And then he did it again.
It was in the heart, like not a tap, but like.
It was a good little. Hold on, it was a good little. I was like, wow, you just hit her in the head with a stick. I see you, buddy. Like that part was funny because I'm like, she just taking this. Like he did say he was gonna dominate her, but
Oh no,
yeah,
like that.
He hit her in the head with the stick.
Wow.
And
That's
so
that
then,
SNS type stuff. Almost.
as it kept going, yeah, when people get hit in the head with the stick, phone things fall. What's up, man? I see you in the streets. Yeah, my mom hearing me talk about this sex show. I'm here for it. And so then they went and they brought out these floggers. And he was like windmilling this chick in her chest with these floggers. You know, the floggers like they look like the tassels on leather jackets. And that's all I could think about was this dude with these tassels on these leather jackets hitting this woman in her chest. And she's supposed to like it. I'm like, that's funny as hell, but I don't think that'll work. I just don't think that'll work. I'm not about that life, but I don't think I could take that seriously. If I wasn't married and I went to somebody's house and it was like, hey, hit me with this because this will turn me on.
You're like, no.
I'd be laughing like hell. Like, bah, bah, bah.
Oh gosh, that's hilarious. That's too much. What was the name of the show?
The sex show.
That was the name of it?
Yeah.
Oh.
Yeah, that was the name of it. And then the last part, right before we left, there was this chick out here, and they had this electric prodder, and they rubbed this electric prodder on this chick, and like she was actually getting like, and I was like, oh hell no.
What your wife said?
She didn't say a whole lot, but she also realized that she was if she thought she was, she realized she wasn't. Cause
this is some other stuff.
Yeah, that was next level. That was level 10. That was gold platinum level.
Gold.
Yeah, that's the level. That's the level on the plane where the people get on first.
Oh,
wow. That's that level.
Oof.
Yeah, them folks. Yeah, them folks.
Yeah, that's a little different.
That was different.
That's a little different. Yeah, that's that like the SNS type.
Yeah, BDSM is what they called it, and they was out there passing out stuff, and we left before the after party.
I'm sure y'all did.
That after party, I don't know. I don't want to even know what that was like.
Made it out of there.
Like I don't judge nobody, but that situation, I tell you what.
Poor thing.
Whew.
Poor thing.
Whew. Mailman, no, they did not get naked, but it was some skin. Like, I'm glad for my sake, all the dudes are fully clothed. That was dope. Cause ain't nobody really trying to see that. What up, James Worthy? Yeah, ain't nobody really trying to see that. But some of the women, like there was this plus size girl. I'm trying to be nice. There was a plus size girl had on all the leather, and her little chest was squeezed up in this leather. It was hanging out on the side and bunched up in the front. It wasn't even on the Jill Scott side of the game when hers was pushed all the way up in her chest, like hers was smashed off to the side.
Oh wow!
And I was just like,
y'all had an interesting weekend.
Oh yeah.
Oh my.
Not
a really interesting weekend.
Yeah, she was a dominatrix. She was the one that had the electricity on that chick. Oh, I meant to tell you, this girl electrocuted herself. She put the electricity on herself and was going around touching people in the crowd.
Was it giving
Yeah, giving them little baby shocks, and I was like, ooh, yeah. If you got to electrocute yourself to be a freak, turn me. I don't qualify.
On no day. On no day. Oh
no,
my God.
No.
That's crazy.
Looking like a can of busted biscuits. Just about.
You know what?
Hey, look, that's the chat room. That's not me. I just read them as they come through.
Ooh.
I just read them as they come through.
They is giving it to the people.
But it wasn't too much. It wasn't too far from that. But look.
I can imagine being there. I probably would have been in the corner dying laughing somewhere.
Before we get to this interview, let me go ahead and give a shout out to one of our sponsors. That's Beyond Clean. Beyond Clean is a dedicated service-oriented business that strives to make your cleaning experience user-friendly, safe, affordable, and readily available to all our clients. We at Beyond Clean Cleaning Services care, and we are working to make a difference with your cleaning needs. Our company is licensed, bonded, and insured. Our company owners and staff have been federal and state fingerprinted, criminal background, and drug tested. We want to be your only choice in cleaning. That's Beyond Clean Cleaning Services. Pow! Give them a call at 708-829-4102. There we go. We about to get on to this interview. Before we do that, what you laughing at?
I'm today.
Everybody laugh when I do reads. Real quick shout out to CNC Lawn Care Service. Y'all dope. They came out and cleared this big pile of sticks out of my yard. I got an extra acre out in these streets now.
Uh-oh.
Oh, man, he did a good job. What's up, Chris? Hope you still in there, buddy. All right, so, Deliqua.
Mm-hmm.
Who else in your family named Deliqua?
Nobody.
Okay. So where they come up with that? Yeah.
Yeah. Okay, so my godmother's sister gave my mom that name, Deliqua. She thought it would be different and unique, and so that's where it comes from. My whole name is something that doesn't sound like I'm black, like I'm African American.
Okay, what's the middle name?
My middle name is LaShawn. Deliqua LaShawn Isom.
Okay, LaShawn is a little on the African American side of the game.
Just a little bit.
I'm late is the guest host of Dominatrix, not that I'm aware of.
No.
Hey, that just happened to be a story that we just talked about in the beginning.
That's it. That was his personal story of his event that he went to. No. Let's clear that up right now.
No, she is.
No.
She's a grandma out in this game, and she ain't got no time to be putting on all that leather and beating on folks and electrocuting people and hitting people in the forehead with Kindle sticks.
Oh, my gosh.
Shout out to that. All right, and so let me see what else. He said waiting on the pics then, fam. Okay. Nah, man, I ain't taking no pictures up in there, man. But yeah, so fitness trainer, motivational speaker. What else is on this umbrella?
Life coach, hairstylist.
Life coach and a hairstylist.
Yeah, I've been a stylist for over 17 years, but I'm licensed in Florida. I'm not licensed in Georgia.
Oh, cause you gotta know some extra tricks to be licensed in Georgia, cause they.
No, you don't.
Oh, they don't.
No, you don't.
Do they?
They require, I think, a few more hours than what we did, but to transfer them, all you got to do is go down there and do a what you call it, like a practical, hands-on.
Okay.
Yeah.
On average, do you think there's more sew-ins in Florida or in?
Really? Really? I think both of them are kind of running neck and neck. You know, these Weaver divas, long hair don't care. They love it.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
That's what's up. I told you I told you I just ask questions. I'm weird like that. I ask all kind of questions. Last question about hair for right now. So I'm glad that they did a better job with lace fronts nowadays. But why why was this such a struggle in the beginning? Why did you have to have this part? Why did some ladies have that front part showing?
Because it probably wasn't applied right.
Oh, okay.
It probably wasn't applied right. And I think as they bettered their technique, then it got a little better for some folks, not all.
Okay,
Yeah.
that's what I'm talking
Yeah.
about. Yeah, Grammy Award winning artist James Worthy and friend of the show said she got the mohawk on deck.
Thank you.
Also, Julian, my brother Julian wants to know, do you find yourself doing double duty, life coach and hairstylist at the same time?
No, I'm not licensed here in Florida. I mean, in Georgia, I'm licensed in Florida, but I do find myself doing double duty with personal training and life coaching.
Okay, personal training and coaching, because that's what we wanted to talk
Yeah.
about. We want to talk about this personal training. And so, how long have you been a personal trainer?
11 years.
11 years.
Yes.
And how's that been going for you? Because I know that's
It's a tough
Saturated.
industry. It's saturated, but I feel like there's always an audience for you. You know, I've been here in Georgia for almost 4 years, so I came down here, I rebuilt and rebrand. So it's been going pretty well.
all right. And where'd you move from?
Orlando, Florida.
All right. So my old co-host, Mailman Moby, that's in here, decided that Atlanta was whack, and he wanted to go back to Orlando. Y'all was probably in Orlando at the same time.
What's his name?
Mailman Moby. He's probably the only mailman with a go-to.
You know what?
You seen him before?
No.
You seen him before?
No.
He
not
could.
that I know of.
He could sing.
No.
His whole half his beard gray. He probably about 5'9".
Maybe if I see his face.
He dark skinned. He look like Ed Reed a little bit.
Maybe if I see his face.
Okay, then you probably.
Maybe I see his face.
All right, I was just checking. All right, so let me see. My brother also wanted to know, even though you're not licensed in Georgia, as a life coach, would you talk a girl out of a bad weave?
I cannot. Yeah, I would. Yes, I would. Yes, I would. I would not allow her to do that. Y'all a mess.
I'm
Y'all
sorry.
a mess.
Like, all right.
It's all right.
this is the chat room. My chat room is not too different from.
It's all right. We all good.
Okay. And so when did fitness actually become a passion? I know you said you started doing it 11 years ago.
For me, fitness became a passion because it was a way that I rebuilt myself from childhood drama and trauma. And it just literally took over my life. I didn't want to do fitness. Fitness God told me that this is what I was supposed to do. I came into it kicking and screaming. And fitness for me is more of a purpose. It's more of a call versus I want to do this because I want just people to look good. No, I want people to be good mentally. Okay. Yeah.
All right. And so the reason why I asked that is because, some people, a lot of people that I noticed gotten into fitness was just something that they did for sports or something like that. And you say yours is due to a particular trauma or whatever. I don't want to dig too far if that's not.
I mean, no, I talk about it all the time. It's good.
Okay.
Well, what you got?
What happened that made you?
Well, I was molested for like 5 years of my childhood, from age 5 to 10, and then I was raped, and then abusive relationships. So fitness was a way that God helped restore my confidence and just helped restore me, and was part of my healing.
Oh, well, look. Shout out to that. Shout out to that, because not everybody have that outlet. Not everybody, moves in that way so that they could heal or even become a better person than what they were going in. And so, I mean, you see that type of stuff lead them way down
spiral paths.
That
God had me covered. So. God had me covered. I thank God for that, because it could be a little bit different.
Mm-hmm. So when you have people that train, the thing that I see, especially with women, like, is most of your clientele women or guys?
I train both. I train women and men.
Is there a percentage split, or is it equal on down the line?
I think I train more women than I train men.
All right.
Yeah.
Everybody said, "Wow, strong woman." Okay, so have you ever heard? Has anybody ever said, "Oh, it's easy for you to stay in shape because you little"?
Oh, I get that all the time. I mean, I get it all the time. People size me up real quick. They size me up all the time. So, I mean, it's neither here nor there. I think it takes the same amount of discipline and effort that it takes somebody who isn't small. And just because you're small don't mean you're healthy.
I agree.
That's the thing that people don't realize. Just because you little don't mean you heart healthy, and don't mean you healthy. So,
for the chat room, can you tell everybody how tall you are?
4'11". 4'11".
I mean, a whole 4'11".
A whole 4'11".
We rounded up.
Yep.
But no. Like, I mean, I've seen pictures. I didn't know that she was 4'11" until she got out of the car. She do got on heels today, but you can't tell because she's sitting down. But I'm not gonna put her on blast. No. Shout out to my cousin Devin Maurice Brown, aka Sharky, talking about my shirt. It's hot in here today, bro. Like, and Mailman Moby said snack size. It's a snack.
No comment. No comment. We're gonna let that be. We're gonna let that be.
Question from the Instagram chat room. Miss Fairly Fails. Might be Felicia. How come the industry doesn't really focus on the petite woman who wants to gain weight? It's always about losing weight. Do you see that changing in the future?
That's not true. It depends on the trainer that you're working with. I don't feel like that's true because, granted, you do have more people that's looking to lose weight. But if you got the right trainer, that trainer know how to cater to your needs. So maybe you need to come holler at me.
Maybe you need to go holler at her. Shout it, cuz. Also in the chat room, say they wilding today. Also snack size after that. Heels. So she 5'2" now.
With the heels on, maybe.
Maybe.
On a good day.
Let me say a perfect size, and also I can relate. Taking care of my body is a way of overcoming.
It is.
Yeah, I definitely feel that. Like, I know I need to do better. My level of discipline as far as liking food, like I do it for a little while, and then I'm like, you know what? I like food, and life takes over. How do you help instill in people to not let life kick them off track? When like especially during the time like now, you go at Halloween, it's football games every weekend. Thanksgiving coming up, Christmas coming up, New Year's coming up, Valentine's Day coming up.
Well, I think it's a mindset. I think if you can train their mind, then they'll fall in line with what they're doing. Granted, they're going to eat, they're going to enjoy themselves, but everything is in moderation. I'm not that trainer that's not going to tell them don't eat, but I am going to tell them, hey, you got to come see me when you finish that meal because it's going to be real. So a lot of them, I have one client, she's like, every time she thinks about doing something, she thinks about me. Mm-hmm. So I think once you get into their mental head space, they'll change their ways.
Okay.
Yeah, they'll change their ways. But it's okay for them to, to eat, but in moderations. Don't go overboard now. Don't set yourself back.
Yeah, going overboard, like you out there getting ham, greens, tomatoes, potatoes. You're getting out of that.
Oh my God. Yeah. But yeah, I think it's just a mindset. You have some clients that are a little bit more disciplined than others, unfortunately. Everybody's not going to be on the same discipline path. They're going to be different levels of it. But for the most part, if they believe in the principles that you're teaching, they'll follow suit.
So what was, because I'm gonna go back to the various types of training, but what was the vision when starting? And go ahead and introduce to everybody what do I do? Yeah.
Okay, so my company name is Flawless Fitness Spa, and I believe in fitness from the inside out, just not the outside. I believe in rebuilding people and reshaping people. A lot of people are going through so many things in life, and they look like they're fine, and they're not. A lot of them are dealing with childhood traumas at age 50 and age 55, and so fitness with me kind of helps rebuild that and help them heal because we tackle issues. We don't just come in the gym and train. We tackle whatever they may be facing that day. So some days, I have clients, some days, we're not training today. Sit down, let's talk. Because physically and mentally, they're not there. So I know they're not going to be there physically. And I don't believe in just beating a person down when they already coming in there with all kind of stuff on them. So let's talk and let's get it out. And then maybe we can train after that, depending on how that conversation goes. 9 times out of 10, that's going to be a long conversation because we get into the root of some stuff. So
that's where that life coach
that's where that comes in at, but for the most part, a lot of them, we just train. Some of them, we don't do any of that. We just get in there and grind it out.
Okay.
Yeah.
So the vision when it was started, like talk us through that.
Okay, so the vision started with the name Flawless Fitness. So God gave me the name, and He talked about I went back to a message that my pastor preached about a diamond and how a diamond had to go through a purifying process to become flawless. So that journey is the same in life. You have to deal with your impurities. Your impurities are low self-esteem, lack of determination, just bad habits. All of that stuff manifests when you're training, especially if you're vulnerable in your training. A lot of people have walls up and they're not vulnerable in their training, so they're just coming in there for a superficial fix. I knew with the person that I am, I'm just not a superficial. I can't just really give you that type of experience. So, so that's where the vision came from, just really seeing people for who they were and helping them rebuild who they are so that they can live their life unapologetically and in a bold, confident, sexy way.
Bold, confident. There we go. Sexy way. J. Cole Finch said, "Man, I need to train with her, bro. Real talk." He actually has a show on Status Network on live. I think it's live TV.
Okay.
The Kickback with J. Cole every Wednesday on 9 o'clock.
Okay.
That's what I'm talking about. Shout out to the homie. But yeah.
So that's how that came about.
Yeah.
The whole thing, just rebuilding.
That last one right there.
Okay.
Yeah, that's it.
Okay.
That's the man. So what are the various types of training that you offer?
I do weight loss. I do, high intensity interval training. I do functional fitness. I do resistance and cardio training. I do strength training for that person that wants to gain a little weight, gain some muscle, put some pounds on their body. I do strength training. And that's it. And I do meal plans as well. So I help them with their nutrition. I don't just train them. I make sure they getting the right stuff for their particular body. Okay,
so it's a one-stop shop. For all your health and fitness needs. So before I was going to ask you, when he's talking about, training guys and training women, do you train guys harder than you train women, or is it just based on how it is that they come in there and what energy they give off?
No,
that's not a fair question.
No, I don't think no, I don't. I don't think I do. And I say that because, see, a lot of them train, because a lot of them train in groups. Mm-hmm. So they may have women and men in the group, and they're going to do the same stuff. Like, I ain't telling you to go over here. No. You doing what he doing, but you just going to lift a little bit lighter. So, yeah. So, no. I don't. I think I train everybody pretty much with that same intensity, unless they're a really overweight person.
All right.
And then we're going to definitely scale it back a whole lot.
Okay.
Yeah.
That makes sense.
Yeah.
That makes sense. Because the reason why I asked is because, of course, I've been in group classes and, I had a trainer on. I went to one of his classes. Like, he used to train at the spot where I worked. And, I see all the ladies come in and they were having a good time and they were training and they would leave. I'm like, oh, I'm tired of this and that. Well, I was like, well, hell, I'm going to one of these classes one day. And I went and played basketball first.
Yeah, first mistake.
And then went to the class. And I almost died twice. And I was, because in my mind, I was like, well, hell, I'm in decent enough shape. If they can do it, I know I can do it. And, yeah, I almost died twice.
Yeah, I know. Because my corporate fitness classes, like, I have men that have come to my corporate fitness, and they're like, I'm not coming back no more. You're crazy. And they will not come back. I have men that see me coming and will go the other way.
All y'all folks that want to shoot y'all shot with the grandma, grandma trainer, she said she crazy. She said she's been called crazy before. We already talked about this. Miss Felly Fells wants to know, what is the website?
www.flawlessfitness.biz.
You got that? I'll go ahead and put
www.flawlessfitness.biz.
.biz.
Yeah.
Okay. Did you get that? www.flawlessfitness.biz. Yeah. I went after work I'm talking about I played a strong 2 hours. I was good. I went and took a shower and everything, went over there, and 2 minutes in, I was in another full sweat. I was like, Lord Jesus, what is going on here? You a psycho.
I think the misconception when you look at group classes, people, for one, I know in my case, they size me up when I walk through the door. Mm-hmm. Because so they think, oh, you finna get a patty cake workout. Then they get the real deal and they be over in the corner. I don't know if you ever seen any of my videos. I have a couple people that just be rolling on the floor in the back.
Oh, I thought they were just chilling.
Yeah, they be
I thought they was just chilling.
So, I mean, I think that's the misconception, though. People think because it's a group fitness class that it's not going to be a hard class. Now, granted, some of them aren't hard. But then you got instructors that's serious about what they do, like myself, that's going to give it to them every time they come through the door.
Got you. What up, Courtney? Shout out. Look, I knew Courtney. We went to the 7th grade together.
Courtney.
That's been a long time ago.
Oh,
in
wow.
the 7th grade. Almost 30 years. Y'all tripping. Sarita in the chat room wants to know how much cardio should one do before strength training, or should that be separate?
If they're going to do cardio before their workout, at least 10 to 15 minutes.
Got that? About 10 to 15.
And it depends on the type of cardio that they're doing. Are they just walking on treadmill? They walking incline? They sprinting? Depends on the format of the cardio that they're doing.
Yeah, you got to let it. What kind of cardio you doing? You moonwalking or you actually running? Yeah, that's what I'm talking about. Cause you already said they size you up when you come in the door and whatnot, and like I've been there, and so what do you think is the most difficult part? I'm gonna ask you about the most rewarding, but the most difficult part about training people.
The most difficult part is getting them to shift their mental. And so even when I sit down with a client for a fitness assessment, some of them I tell them they're not ready to train with me because they haven't made the mental commitment. They need to be mentally connected before they walk through the door, because your mind controls you.
And then they're going to call you crazy later on.
Yeah, they'll call me crazy later on. It's okay. It's okay. I'll be called crazy. It's okay.
All right. And so tell us about like one of your most rewarding situations.
Just seeing them achieve their goals and overall become happy.
Did any one of them stand out more than the other one?
Have I had anyone to stand out more than the other? Yeah, years ago, I think it was a friend of mine, actually. I was training, and I think her story probably stood out the most to me because, she had a hip replacement. She had her hip replacement, so she couldn't hardly lift her leg up. And so to see her go from not being able to lay on her back and hold her leg up off the ground 6 inches off the ground, to being able to hold them up, bring them up and down and run and do all of that, and then drop 40. I think she dropped like 40 pounds within 3 months. So I think that to see her do that was probably the most rewarding, because I think she was the most physically challenged client that I had.
You was like, look at her go.
Yes, I did that.
I'm about to post you, girl.
Right.
I'm about to post you.
Yeah, I think she probably was the most. And then I also had a male client whom that I trained actually here in Atlanta, and he ended up dropping like 60 pounds with me, and the doctors had told him had he not made changes that he wouldn't make it to C50. So I think to see him push as hard as he did and overcome the challenges that he faced with his weight, and even, eating habits were horrible. So just seeing him make the overall change too, I think that, and then, I got a couple of them now. I keep going, but we're going to keep going.
No, I mean, the good thing is, like, sometimes, like a lot of times when people drop and get healthy like that, it allows them to get off some medications, like,
right.
And that's one of the underrated benefits of being healthy. It's like, they'll slap you with some medication in a minute,
right, real quick.
It's either you or them, and they'll do it if they feel like they can get a little extra bread up off of you.
Right, they'll pump you up with pills really, really quick. I have a 60. Well, he's almost 60. He actually started with me taking my corporate fitness classes, and then he started training with me outside of the corporate classes. And he dropped. I don't even know the amount he dropped, but he dropped tremendous weight, and he putting some of these 25-year-olds to shame.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, he busting them. Like he really looks great and feels great, and you could tell like his whole demeanor, attitude, and he's probably one of the hardest working clients I do have. Though I will say that he's probably one of the hardest working ones.
Somebody in the chat room wanted to know if the majority of your clients got AARP cards.
You know what? No.
Oh, okay. I was just wondering.
No.
I was just wondering. My bad.
A mess.
That was me.
No.
that was me.
No, but I do train a lot of older people.
Mm-hmm.
You know, I do. But they work harder and look better than some of the young people that I train. And they work hard. I mean, they just overall better than some of the young people. You know, the young people be playing around because, you know, they ain't figured out this thing called life yet. See, the older clients, they got it together. They ain't playing. They understand it's prescriptions that come after a certain age. So they trying to alleviate all of that. Mm-hmm. So
they won't have to go to Kroger and stand in that line.
You know what?
Pick up for Theopolis,
You know
Renfro.
A mess.
Yeah.
A mess.
So all of that. So look, tell everybody before we move on over to Thanksgiving etiquette. Yeah, tell everybody like so we talked about like eating and stuff like that. We talked about the different exercise that you offer and stuff like that. As far as your meal prep, some people feel like you got to go straight on the vegan side. Some people feel like you just got to. Oh, yes, she does provide personalized meal plans, do you provide personalized or generalized meal plans?
Some of them are personalized. But what I do is if I generalize it, then I give everybody their intake. So protein, carbs, and fats. Mm-hmm. So then some of them, you know, eat according to their blood type. So depending on what their blood type is, then I will design one according to their blood type if they want to go that route. So with any meal guide I get, I'm going to give them, you know, what their body should be getting: protein, carbs, and fats.
Okay, gotcha. All right, and so tell everybody how they can follow you, how they can sign up.
Tell people my Instagram page, they might shut down and go run the Instagram. No, I'm just playing.
They might. Let them do it. That's what they supposed to do.
Just playing. Flawless_fitness38 on IG.
Go ahead, I got it.
www.flawlessfitness.biz is the website. Mm-hmm. And the phone number for business purposes only is 678-466-0134. 678-466-0134. And my email address is mzflawlessfitness@yahoo.com.
Now, she said that the phone number is for business purposes only, but that didn't mean that you cannot slide in that DM.
You know what?
She did not put that out there. So just in case you needed some specialized, personalized training.
You know what?
Go ahead and slide in that DM.
Oh, Lord.
Erica said blood type eating is huge. I'm an A+ and supposedly only supposed to eat fish and maybe chicken, red meat. I can't read the rest of that. You already know better than to put whole paragraphs in there. But yeah, she said we already can see that. So I did a challenge with DP, and he did. It was based on. He did his based on blood types and stuff. And he's been up here. He's done not up here, but at the other place. Yeah, did the show with me. So
yeah, I love DP.
Good time.
Like good dude. Good dude.
Yeah,
good dude.
Definitely. All right. So Thanksgiving etiquette that is coming up right around the corner, and one of the things that people do at Thanksgiving, they do a whole bunch of bogus stuff. But Thanksgiving is probably one of my favorite holidays, just based on the memes and all that stuff that comes out.
Yes.
I wish I was able to put some of them up
there.
Yeah.
Oh gosh.
But
I saw one today. It was an older lady, and it said, "I'm not cooking You should have been watching all these years.
Mm-hmm.
Did you see that one with the black lady?
I haven't.
Oh my gosh, her face was priceless.
But my wife will tell you probably one of the best Thanksgivings that we had. We was in Florida for our like little mini honeymoon. The year we got married, and we was sitting in this little seafood restaurant. It wasn't a hole in the wall, but it was decent. Mm-hmm. And I mean, we the only black people in there. It was Panama City Beach during the off season, so it was just them. And we sit up here reading Thanksgiving with white families, and I'm talking about I was in tears. I don't think I laughed that hard at memes because I'm sitting here. I know they was all sitting here and looking at us like,
what's wrong
what
with
are
that?
you guys laughing at? I'm just like, yo, I'm talking about real tears.
Oh, wow.
Real tears.
Wow.
About 30 minutes, like, hashtag Thanksgiving with white families. I'm pretty sure all of that stuff is still funny.
It's still funny.
Right now. Like, little dude asked us, could we make a pumpkin pie? And I was like, we don't do that.
Right. Who makes pumpkin pie? Not us.
She gonna make him a pumpkin pie. I told her you can get a sweet pumpkin pie.
Oh God!
You can get that. You can get.
She gonna make him a pumpkin pie for
She
real?
gonna make him a pumpkin pie.
He gonna get y'all.
Yeah, no, I ain't gonna.
He gonna get y'all.
I'm gonna switch it out. I'm gonna give it to the dogs.
You know.
I ain't playing those games.
A mess.
I ain't playing those games. But look, all right. So it's rules. It's rules to this Thanksgiving thing. What happened?
To my beans, potato, ham, lambs, yams, and ham.
Yeah, he's about to do it. He's about to do it. If you gonna buy the potato salad,
please go home and fix it up.
Doctor it up. Now,
doctor it up.
You know,
please.
you doctor up potato salad.
I don't eat potato salad. I don't make it.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, I don't eat it.
All right, so you're not gonna be one of those people that go in there asking who made it.
No, because I ain't gonna touch it. I ain't gonna touch it.
Do you ask who made anything when you go to a Thanksgiving situation?
No, I don't, because generally I go to my cousin's house, and she cooks everything, so we really don't have to ask, because she generally does everything. So I'm not one of them ones that
Like, hey, listen. Thanksgiving etiquette. If you having Thanksgiving at your house and you got people bringing food, and it's a whole bunch of people who you either A, don't trust to make good food, or B, you know that your auntie dressing is dry or whatever. You put all the nasty stuff in the corner by itself.
Over here.
Over there at the end, so everybody's plate is full before you get to that stuff. That way you know the people that's looking for it, they gonna save room on their plate for that dry dressing.
Oh God, Lord help.
Also, if you go into somebody's house and you pull some aluminum foil out your pocket, you deserve it.
You know what?
You gonna get kicked out.
My family in Florida, on my dad's side, now they show up with Tupperware bowls. Yeah, because when my auntie cooks. My auntie cooks like she's cooking for a coalition.
Wait,
they
show
up with Tupperware.
Let me just
yes, with Tupperware. I mean, and then the aluminum pans that the food we cook and whatever in. They walked out the door with those. It's half of dressing left in the pan. Oh yeah, I'm gonna take that home.
Listen, what?
Yeah, they're my folks down there in Florida on my dad's side.
Down in Florida, they're like Dade County?
Brevard County. Almost, not quite. Almost, not quite.
I was wondering, like, they out there hollering Duval as they walk out.
Yeah.
Wow. What's wrong with bringing your own Tupperware? Rita, can somebody bring Tupperware to your house? Like my brother said, if somebody make their to-go plate first, yeah, that's out of line.
That's out of line.
Like, I'm gonna just go ahead and put this up. That's up foil in your pocket. I've seen somebody pull foil out their pocket at a funeral and wrap up some food.
Are you serious?
Absolutely.
Oh my God.
It was at a funeral. I was like, I took a picture of it. I don't remember where it is, but I took a picture of it. I was like,
that's too much.
My cousin Shonda was there, and I said, Shonda, that's that's aluminum foil. They was like, yep. Put a couple pieces of chickens in there, and they was like, I'm about to eat this later on. Straight up.
I don't know about coming with your own aluminum foil, but people do make to-go plates. You know, they do. They make to-go plates at, you know, funerals and stuff like that. But I don't know about showing up with your foil in your pocket now. That's a little to the left.
Everybody said you can't show up with your own.
No, you can't with your own Tupperware.
You just
Your family. I'm just telling you what my family do in Florida. Look, now don't come for me. I'm just telling you what I've seen them do. I'm just telling you what I've seen them do.
They said we got family that sits near the food so that they don't have to go far. They just reach over and be like, yeah, go ahead and put a little bit on my plate.
Oh God.
Also, parents. Now that I'm one now, don't let your kids get 5 pops. Like if they got 5 open Coca-Colas, you gotta go. You gotta go at 2. Like somebody gotta drink all of this. If you sit up there, you see them open up one, and then they turn around and open up another one, and then they turn around and open up another one. No.
See, we don't play that.
Y'all gotta drink these before you leave.
Yeah, we don't play stuff like that.
I'm holding y'all hostage. Y'all gotta stay. Also, you know what else I don't like? I don't like when people make to-go plates for people that could have came. I don't like that at all.
Had a good reason why.
You gotta have a valid reason to get a to-go plate if you ain't come.
I agree. Because you could have got your butt up and came.
Yeah,
I agree with that.
I do that on regular barbecues. I'm like, oh, you about to take a plate to who? Oh no, they should have came.
They should have came. Yeah, I get it.
That's cool. What you think this is?
Yeah, they have to have a good reason why they couldn't make it.
This ain't no catering service. That's how this works.
But most people think it is.
That's why
holidays. The people think that's what it is.
That's why we're doing this segment, so they'll know exactly what it is.
Know what it is, right?
Also, if you got tongs and spoons, I talked about this earlier. Do not let the handle of the spoon or the tongs go into the food. Let me just go ahead and let you know that. So, it's the reason why you got there's a reason why you got tongs and why you got spoons and stuff. But if you stick the spoon all the way back in the food, now your hand is just all the way into the food.
Yeah. You got to leave it on the edge.
We ain't doing that.
Yeah, you got to leave it on the edge.
We ain't doing that. If I see you do that, you got to go.
Yeah, you got to leave it on the edge.
I'm saying this. There's going to be a lot of kids at my house for Thanksgiving. Let your kids try to be grown and fix their plate if they want to, and they stick the whole spoon back in there. You got to go all the way back to St. Louis.
Say all the way back to St. Louis.
All the way back. We ain't
Thanksgiving etiquette, Lord help.
Yeah, we ain't playing none of that nonsense. What up? Yeah, amen. James, good point. All that stuff
that's valid. I agree with all. I think those are valid points that people need to adhere, especially when you're going to somebody else's house. Now you got to be respectful of the person's house you're going to. Just can't go up in people's house acting like you pay rent there, pay mortgage or something.
Right.
You got to be mindful.
And no, she ain't making no spinach artichoke dip for you. Anyway, yeah, like our nasty coworkers, like we had a potluck. I got a picture where it was people that I'm talking about like every aluminum foil pan had some tongs all the way in there. I'm like, yeah, that's a complete failure.
You was like, I don't want that.
Ain't none of that. Ain't none of that. Zero. Let me see. There was one more I can't think about what it was. But like I said, if you drop something, if your kid drops something and you don't pick this up or you don't say nothing,
you gotta go.
Oh, you gotta go, especially if I see it.
Ooh. You should make them sign a contract when they walk. You drop a Thanksgiving contract, the rules of engagement, and why you are in my house for this meal. This is what you can. This is what you cannot do.
Hey, also, there is an adequate amount of food that you have to eat, like meat. You have to eat off the bone. Otherwise, you can't go back and get some more.
You know what? Oh yeah, because people do.
Yeah, you take 5 bites off the chicken,
And then-
you put it down, and then you go. I see you with some more chicken. Oh no, you gotta go, fam.
People do that all the time.
take this
Just
one
wasteful.
piece.
People do that.
And you gotta go.
People do that all the time.
Talking about I was full then, but I'm hungry again now. Well, go back.
People do
Hold
it
on,
all the
save
time.
this.
You know what?
I got a microwave. You're gonna heat that back up.
People do
Go
it
ahead and
all the time.
try. Oh, I made 6 sweet potato pies for tomorrow. Keeping eyes at our desk. Oh, absolutely. And my coworker said she ain't playing that nonsense with them
Okay.
nasty folks
Them
breathing all
nasty
over the
folks.
place. Look, they be at they desk sneezing and coughing and whatnot. I'm like, ooh, like every time somebody sneezes, I feel like it hit me. I don't. They could be
Because they don't cover their
all the
mouth.
way at the other thing, and if it sound, hold on, I see you tomorrow. Bless you, but I see you tomorrow. But yeah. Hey, that is just about our time. It's 10 o'clock.
It's 10 o'clock already?
It's 10 o'clock already.
Oh, Jesus.
Yeah. Go ahead and if there's anything you want to plug, you got anything coming up?
I do. I got a Black Friday boot camp, flawless fit camp, 9 o'clock Friday morning. So they can come work all that turkey and that dressing off that they ate, that potato salad, the macaroni and cheese, all that stuff. They can come work out with me. It's only $15.
Well,
Only $15.
I'll go to that boot camp. Somebody ain't getting a gift.
You know what? It's only $15. Oh, but okay. So things that they can do before they eat their meal,
Okay.
kind of rep their metabolism up, is maybe go and do a 30-minute workout. High intensity interval training. That will help, speed up your metabolism to help fight some of those calories.
So you can
that
eat
you're gonna
more.
Makes a little bit more room. And then after you eat, the family should go on a walk. Go walk some of that stuff off that you just ate because you're going to eat again. So just walk some of it off to make room for the extra meal that you're going to eat.
Oh, you think these folks about to go walking? They watching
We
football?
do. I mean, we have with my family. We went because on my dad's side, it's 2 of us that are trainers in the family, and I have a male cousin and then myself. So after Thanksgiving one day, come on y'all, let's go. We want to walk around the neighborhood. It was actually kind of fun till the dogs came out and start chasing some of us.
I'll meet y'all at halftime.
So I mean, if they trying to be mindful of their health, most people aren't on Thanksgiving, but we have a few of us that are.
Yeah, them folks be like, YOLO. I'm eating this whole sweet potato pie
Oh my gosh.
all by myself.
shoot.
Twana said your Instagram is awesome.
Who?
Yeah.
Tell her
coworker.
thank you.
But look,
Thank you.
I definitely want to thank everybody for tuning in. You still got time to share this feed. I appreciate you. We will be back next Monday, November 26th. I believe that's the day, same time. We're going to be out here in these streets with another dope show. I thank you for coming out.
Thank you for having me.
Thoroughly enjoyed
Finally.
it.
No, I'm just kidding.
Hey, and y'all be safe out in here in these streets. You know what I'm saying? Look her up. Flawless Fitness.